Hi, I'm DaddyBeast.
And I'm MonkeyBeast.
And today we're going to show you how to
paint a wall.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
First thing you want to do is remove all of the switch plates. And then make sure you put the masking tape on all of the borders. Be sure to press it down. I like to use this tool to make sure it's really tight against the wall.
Okay, make sure you place the drop cloth down and push every edge against the wall. And make sure you flatten it out.
Give the paint a good stir. In this case, we're using a primer first. And I like to load up one side of the paintbrush and leave the other side with a little less paint. Then go over any areas that you may have dripping down so it doesn't dry that way.
Make sure your roller rolls freely.
And then there's always somebody laying down on the job. So you want to load up your paint roller and you want to load it up evenly with the paint, in this case the primer. I like to go in a V or W pattern to get the most amount of paint on the wall, and then I go over in vertical strokes. And here MonkeyBeast is doing the same thing.
Farmer's tan.
And here it is with the first coat, only doing one coat of primer. You can still see the samples, but it's a dark paint, so I'm not worried about that. When you use a paint and a primer all in one, you're going to notice it's going to be very, very thick. So don't worry about that. Just stir it for about 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, it's going to get very smooth and silky.
Ooh, that looks yummy.
And be sure that you don't eat it. It will not taste good. I really like this paint caddy. It has a nice magnetic holder for your brush, a straight edge to wipe off the excess paint, and it's just very easy to hold.
Make sure you clean up all your toys.
There was apparently a battle and the Empire lost. Now we're going to start trimming in, and as before, try to be even with your brush strokes. Make sure you get around the receptacles and also make sure you get in the corners. And here it is after all trimmed in. Now we're going to get to rolling, and using the same principles as before, you're going to want to load your roller up really good with paint and load it up very evenly. And I'm going to go in the W or V pattern again to get the paint onto the wall, and then more in vertical strokes to more evenly disperse that paint. See, as it dries, it looks different colors. Doesn't look all that great, but as it dries more, the colors start to even out. And this is putting the second coat of paint on. As you can see, the paint is a lot lighter when it's wet, and it gets a lot darker as it dries. Another trick I like to do is cut along the edge of the tape before I pull the tape off. Sometimes with these thicker paints, the paint can stick to the wall and to the tape and then get pulled off when you pull the tape off. This is an example of that. Didn't cut it and I pulled the tape and it pulled the paint right off the wall. This is again the before with just the primer on. And then here's the finished product with it all dry. And notice how everything is even. And there's no streaking.
This is how we finished the wall. It's gray.
I think it looks pretty good. You did a really great job. You were really good supervising, especially. So if you got value from this video, what should they do?
They should like and subscribe.
Now that we got this video done, what is next?
This.
Computer build. Who's going to build a computer? That's awesome.
Me.
That is great.
From DaddyBeast and MonkeyBeast signing off, that's a wrap. That's the end of the video. Why are you still here?